This conference will now be recorded.
She's not talking, but she says she's recording.
Sure. Okay. The Town of Cottage Grove Plan Commission will hold a public meeting on Wednesday, September 28th, 2022 at 7 PM at the Town Hall at 4058 County Road N. You can also join the meeting by GoToMeeting. The meeting was posted at the Town Hall and on the website. I'll call the meeting to order. You have minutes from
There's some July minutes that the board, it was a joint
Joint.
meeting and the board approved them, but you guys haven't yet.
in the August, so we've got 2 sets.
Motion to approve the minutes from last meeting to
July 5th and the August 24th.
second that.
Motion by Myler, second by Klinger to approve the minutes for July 5th, Joint Town Board and Plan Commission meeting and the August 24th Plan Commission meeting as presented. Any discussion on the motion?
You have them both done, this motion?
Yes.
I only both for them. Sorry.
Oops.
Well, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions,
Aye.
motion carried.
Thank you.
Public concerns, public's opportunity to speak to the Plan Commission about any subject that is not a specific agenda item. And no one's online. We don't have anyone else here. We'll move on to Carl and Carrie Dahl, applicant, owner of parcel 0711262, 8500-6, 40.98 acre zone FP 35 at 3637 Irwin Road. Proposing to rezone 1.9 acres to RR1 to create a lot for a family members. You're on.
We need to know.
Tell us what we're doing.
We're trying to create a separate lot for our daughter.
You have a total of 2 parcels.
There is, but we're not seeking to get a second one at this time.
But you have the one to the north and one to the south.
The big parcels.
Oh, yeah. Yes, there's actually 3 separate tax parcels.
Because it's 70 plus acres, isn't it?
Yes.
And they have the RDU. Questions?
You were talking about emergency vehicles.
Yes, I guess my only concern is at the end of Irwin, we don't have a cul-de-sac where fire trucks or EMS could turn around to for either house there. And so the question would be is, would you be willing to dedicate the road right away and is it 90 feet? 90 feet round for a cul-de-sac to be built.
I was actually thinking of that today because the township kind of made a gravel area to turn around. And I was just,
All truck.
yep, I was thinking in my head that if we expanded that way wider and then sloped it into a driveway to go to the lot, Would that be a possibility? We'd be open to anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how a garbage truck, it'd have to be a real, I mean, he'd do 3-4 pull-ups, I suppose, but open to anything, absolutely. It is quite a huge drop off on the south side of Irwin Road. I mean, that's probably a 6-foot drop off.
Yeah, top of the hill of Scarcity.
I mean,
Yeah, like that.
yeah,
Well, we
Pull
were
it here
talking,
back
well,
up.
he's saying though, there's a 6-foot drop off on the south side here.
we had talked about,
Could you just put a little bit of fill in that? I was just talking about,
Mm-hmm.
Brian had mentioned before, about a hammer if you had it at the other end of your driveway. And I don't know how much fill it would just take on that, just for that one section that you would swing in and back up into the other spot and then come back out.
Gotcha, yeah.
we had also.
I mean,
talked-
whatever works the easiest for you.
Could you
At least a
like
month.
that?
And the snowplow guys and the
I was
garbage.
thinking, remember we had to do, for Scars, we made him put in a cul-de-sac, at least over on Scarston, over in that.
Could you maybe, if there's that 6-foot drop off on the south side, could you make the bulb more here? Well, we probably don't want to go into this parcel,
There's trees along tight that way and
so you want to set it back for,
I would prefer it to be back farther,
yeah,
more to the.
and it would probably shorten up this lot in acreage a little bit, but I don't know if that would be a
Yeah, teeny
problem
tiny.
for you or not.
It wouldn't be much.
No,
Would that have to be all blacktop?
yeah,
Did we do that to, now at the end of Hubert for Kyle Claywater did we make him do that?
yeah. Those 2 new houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which is gonna be more expensive? Would it be the roundabout or is it gonna be the hammer, right? Doing the hammerhead?
That I don't know. You'd have to ask an engineer, which would be,
What's a hammerhead?
Like this. You do it on there like that. You swing up here like this
and then back.
and then back. Swing either way.
Yeah, but
Back in here.
we haven't done hammerheads before. We always do cul-de-sacs, or I mean, yeah.
But just now, you're not talking like, if I have 2 houses, we're not putting in there.
We did it to
But
Star.
you don't want to come into this lot. You want to stay on this and this.
Okay.
So you have to bring it over here some way.
Karen, is a hammerhead big enough? How big would a hammerhead have to be for a ladder truck or whatever?
Let's see,
Because then we don't have.
the truck is 40 feet.
Yeah, twice the length at least.
And you still have to pave it though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Does your ordinance say anything about what it can be or not?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either,
I
but
guess if you would wanted something like that, I would want it right on the lot, because the driveway is generally gonna be in that area too.
Yeah.
You know,
How wide is that?
This
The road.
road's pretty narrow.
Yeah, well, we've got 66 feet
right away,
right away, but the road,
Couldn't you just put that circle right in the middle of all this? A turnaround? Right at the
Well,
end of
yeah,
the
but
road?
if the truck gets up in here, you'd have to back.
You touch this lot a little bit, but just, you've already got half the road there. You know, you just circle it here. Would that,
yeah, but then we still have to plow down to here.
oh, yeah.
We still have to plow down to here for this house here.
There's a house over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This is where the new.
where does the
This is
road,
where the new house was gonna go.
where does the road actually end then?
right kind of
Right at-
Where's
that
that?
lot.
Where that tree line is.
So you really don't have to plow past that because that's their
Oh,
driveway,
wait, I get
right?
it.
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
So
Right
if you
here.
if you put a cul-de-sac at the end of the gray that's shown in that picture,
You're talking about here?
yeah.
Oh, the other
Talking here.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted-
Yeah, that's,
On Norwood in that back corner.
Yeah,
So 1.7.
I think you need to find out what
It's like a
what that would
I think that's.
do to your lot
Yeah, I think that's.
and
I think it'd be fine.
possibly cost. But that would probably work because then their driveway could still come off of where it is.
The
You don't
driveway
have
will
to worry
actually
about
be
the 6-foot
right
drop
in
off
there.
there. Yeah,
And actually maybe even a little bit more that way. So there's room,
What are you thinking?
to the
The
east.
roundabout or the hammerhead?
whatever
I would prefer a cul-de-sac, the round.
I was gonna say my.
I think a garbage truck is still not gonna utilize the whole cul. He's gonna turn, he needs to back up.
He's probably gonna make one,
He's backing 10 feet into this field right now, just to get
Yeah.
out of it.
right.
Well, that's what I'm saying is-
Well, they would, if you built a typical cul-de-sac, they'd be able to turn around.
Yeah.
You might have to just use a little.
I would
bit
guess
of
you'd be
that
talking
area to
about
go
twice the
forward,
price. With the
Which is fine.
Right away,
House will
all the way
hopefully be at
around
the
it.
end.
Yeah,
I could see a cul-de-sac if we were doing development.
Right.
You
That's
know,
what I
like
was
they did up at Scarpet. But
I've still got one more.
Yeah, my kids don't live in the house.
Maybe we were talking about that. He's got a little parcel
They're here.
that could go off.
Yeah, I mean, more than the one.
Huh?
Yeah, more than the one. Either one
Oh.
houses.
We have
Five.
no splits.
Yeah,
We have
I
one more
just-
split.
I know.
I thought this was
No,
the.
we have
Just
one
for
more split.
consistency.
We have another split though.
Cause I, you know,
You probably wanna, if they had another one, you'd probably wanna put it here so they're all clustered rather than down here.
What are they doing today?
Well, you cluster them like that, you're not gonna be able to get that back chunk if they want to do something with it. Because you won't have any access.
True.
So that was just what we were talking about as far as that's what you would need to do at the end of the road up by your place, or if you so choose to move it to Nora Road, down next to the shed down there. Does that make sense? I know the pipeline goes through there.
The lot.
Yeah, if you run the lot down there, then you don't have to worry about the cul-de-sac.
I'm just trying to not
But
ruin views for people and tuck a house back. You know,
understandable, whatever you guys want to do.
I don't think that area deserves a house.
The rustic road.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's right on that sharp. I just hate that corner. I can't.
No, I understand. That's not, just as a point of,
Yeah.
how could you get
Next to
around
us and
that's the other part. That's what I
The
was explaining.
utilities, we take it, you know, I work for the power company, so I take, you know, we got everything lined up to go back in there.
No, I was explaining basis of the reason.
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, we'll, you know, whatever it costs. I mean, it's part of the phase one is actually, if this gets approved, to maybe figure where the road goes, to the house design, any improvements that need to be done. With us, my daughter, they can just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
and,
take time.
the way the
Yeah,
economy
we
and
talked about that.
yeah,
supply chains, and there's no real plan on when this is gonna happen.
Yeah, but you know, so you keep it here and some way so that everybody could turn around. 'Cause I imagine the school bus doesn't go down there,
no,
won't go down there either because
They,
there's no
they
way.
attempted at one time,
The other day.
kindergartners, I think there was a
But with no
rule. It
turnaround,
was
they
more, yeah, they
said no.
tried, Leroy came down and he tried 3 or 4 times. He's like, can't do it. And I was like, that's fine. We'll just bring them down directly.
And having a cul-de-sac would get rid of that problem too then.
I still think the cul-de-sac, however, we're still gonna have to have it make so they can back into that lot a lot more. You know, they just won't go around the cul-de-sac and back out. They need a big area to back in, and that can be part of the driveway, I think.
sure.
So
No
the
way they can
snowplow
do
would
that.
be okay in a cul-de-sac, but the garbage truck won't, is what you're saying.
It should
It
be.
should be. I mean, I live on the cul-de-sac, rural cul-de-sac, and they turn around just fine there.
Really?
I can turn around my big horse trailer on it, so.
Well, okay, I mean, you might have a specific size for a cul-de-sac. I just,
I think it's
It's 90 feet
diameter.
well, I mean,
diameter.
this is just we call it our driveway.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, there's nothing going on there.
So that's what they would want, is it 90, is that what the proposal is? Maybe a 90-foot diameter? Okay. That's what they.
And then I'm sure Dan would come out and help you determine, the center of it's gonna be right here, and just take a string and draw a circle.
So beyond the 66 feet, we just gotta agree to.
Correct, that 66 feet
Because if it's a
are, the right of way will extend out a little bit farther from the edge of the cul-de-sac, that's all.
Yeah, to the,
It's
to
not
the
gonna be
north,
66
if you
feet from the edge
stay
of the cul-de-sac.
equal with the western line of the road.
So is that road, sorry, go ahead.
And then that road will, when you do your certified survey, will have all of that dedicated to the township.
So is, based on the utility poles,
It actually sits perfect.
it's perfect?
Because I would put that roundabout a little bit more to the east. So they got plenty of room,
Okay.
avoid the tree line completely.
Yeah.
And it gives us an option to swing the driveway in.
So you know how far off the center line are those utilities poles supposed to be?
They're a foot or two from the end of the right
Foot or
way. How
two?
far?
Yeah.
I mean, they're right up to the end of the right.
So I think that road is more biased to the south. It's not necessarily on the center line.
I think it's maybe a little on the north, to the north.
You think that's a little on the north?
I'll have to look at access data. We looked at that one day.
It's hard to say.
Could be the cartographer doing it too.
Huh?
Could be the cartographer doing it too, don't you know?
Yeah. I think if we have a place where everybody can turn around, I don't see any problem.
And what, you know, the split down the road, you already got cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
I want another house.
This would be a condition
We
of,
can do that.
All right, so I have to look.
Put it in the hayfield there.
questions, comments, motion?
Of the approval of the rezone, the 1.9 acres
Approximately.
approximately, that's what we discussed. For the creation of a lot, and also the creation of a 90-foot cul-de-sac at the end of the road to be jointly determined between the highway superintendent and the applicant.
Yeah, you don't want it to extend past our spot right now.
Correct. That's why
Okay. That it?
that's it.
Motion by Anders, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Troy to approve the rezone from FP 35 to RR1 for approximately 1.9 acres, give or take, with the creation of a cul-de-sac at the end of, not to extend past the end of Irwin Road, maybe more to the north than to the south because of the drop off,
Yeah.
to be determined with them and discussion on the motion. Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Now this will be on the town board for the 3rd.
Would you be ready to go
Huh?
real quick? You know, is the board gonna wanna see where the cul-de-sac goes?
When are they on for the county?
Let's see, let's look at the, October 25th. So yeah,
So we could do it the second meeting of the month. If you want to give you more time to look at what you want to do with that cul-de-sac.
Basically, Barron will plop that in,
Yeah,
and it's hard to,
Nail down.
yep, I'll certainly talk to him tomorrow
okay.
and see what his timeline for putting that. He'll know the 90-foot parameters you guys want, and I'll talk more with Troy too, and we'll just figure out.
if you guys don't care, I just was thinking, I don't know if the board wants to see more of it before they approve it
They
or.
probably will.
And
So,
then do we need to, did you say we need to talk to Wisconsin Department of? Didn't he say?
No,
our
No,
highway
our-
superintendent,
Dan
Oh,
Drayson, our
Okay, okay,
town superintendent.
okay, all right.
so we could put it on the 17th, which would give you another 2 weeks to get to Barroncott to have some sort of a drawing to bring to us on the 17th,
Okay.
and you'd still be on for the,
Yeah, I mean, you'll be
county.
cutting it close because they'll be looking for an action report, like, right about that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
so if that's all right, we'll do it on the 17th then.
So I would like to have then whatever you are gonna have by the Thursday before that, whatever that date is. So
So try to get it to you before if possible.
try to get it to me by the Thursday before the 17th.
14th, I don't know, the calendar.
13th. 13th.
Friday the 13th,
Thursday.
or Thursday the 13th, excuse me.
is that gonna give you enough time?
Up to Barron, I guess, he's,
Try,
we'll try.
yeah. Okay,
It's not like you gotta reinvent the wheel totally on this.
no. So how do you draw the bold?
You all right with all this?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Have another motion?
Sure.
Got a second?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion,
Sure.
You got a second that one?
I'll second
Okay, we second.
whoever, motion in a second. Non-debatable. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We're adjourned.
Is this mine? Jim?
it.